Hey friends, I have tried to film this video like 5 to 10 times and I'm struggling so bad because I'm trying to put on a front and be my normal happy peppy self, but I don't feel good. I have a stomach bug I'm at the tail end of, and I'm just feeling super tired, weak, and low energy. So I'm just going to be me, and hopefully that's okay. I want to still share with you how to make $8,000 to $10,000 a month. I'm going to talk about revenue streams that you can build out and also platforms that you might want to look into. So let's just dive into the first revenue stream, which is digital products. I talk about it all the time. This is a great way to build out a revenue stream because essentially it's passive. Nothing really is passive. You still have to put work behind it, like marketing or, communication and customer service, but the product itself is created once and then you sell it as many times as you want. You don't have to like restock or physically ship something. This could be like a PDF guide or a workshop, a course, anything like that is considered a digital product. And this is honestly my favorite way to make an income. If you want to learn more about how to do this yourself, check out my workshop. I'll have it linked below. Number two, affiliate marketing. This is honestly something I feel like everyone should lean into because at least how I do this, my strategy is just sharing products that I already love and use. And it's at no extra cost to you as the consumer, and I still get a small commission if you use my link. And so this can really work out for any niche. If you are doing like cooking videos and you have your favorite cooking tools and utensils for the kitchen, you could create some sort of PDF guide linking all of these things using affiliate links. You could give it away for free, but if somebody buys the products using the links in your PDF guide, then you'll make a small commission. So no matter what niche you're in, there's potential to leverage affiliate marketing. You can also work directly with companies. There are quite a few companies I've worked with where they give me access to their platform completely for free for years. And I get a, say 30% commission every time somebody signs up using my link. So there's different ways you can kind of do a barter system, get access to things. And it's also really fun working with all these different companies and earning money for things you would recommend anyway. Next up is brand partnerships. This is something I don't want you to overthink in the beginning. I would like take every last little thing that somebody would offer me, like a free product, and it was probably kind of scammy. I wanted to feel special. Like I want to be an influencer. Honestly, I wish I wouldn't have even thought or bothered with it. And now brands are coming to me because I'm growing on social media and I've been working with really amazing brands, and I appreciate that I let my brand get to where it is now to start working with these brands because I feel good and confident about my community. And so therefore I'm going to get them results and they're going to want to keep working with me. So brand partnerships I think are super important. My thought is to make a list of all the brands you would love to work with someday and maybe make a goal for yourself once you reach a certain point that you'll start reaching out to those people. I think looking for a lot of engagement, that's something a lot of brands are going to want. They're going to want to see that your community is engaged with your content. And also, even though it doesn't always matter in most cases, having like 10,000 subscribers or followers or more is usually a good sweet spot for starting to reach out to brands or brands reaching out to you. Next on my list is freelancing. So I am still a freelancer. I work with other content creators. I've worked with multiple different content creators over time. And I currently work with Katie Steckley on her brand, specifically her social media agency, where we offer editing services for YouTube videos. And I pretty much run that agency and manage the team of editors that we have. It's really fun. And I make the majority of my income doing that just because it's where I spend most of my time. If you want some videos about freelancing and how to get these jobs, please let me know in the comments below because I'd be happy to do that. But this is a really good way to build out revenue streams so you're not fully relying on, the basic content creation revenue, but you're also learning and getting paid to learn and work with other creators, which I think is really cool. When it comes to freelancing, you can also just offer services, say email marketing services where you manage and write emails for somebody, or you could offer social media services where you manage and create content for their social media platform. It can be your business with your services that you just offer as like a monthly or one-off type thing, maybe design a website, whatever it might be. And so it doesn't always have to be like, okay, you're taking a position as like a business manager or a content creator from an existing person who is hiring you. You can also just offer services out to other people. Next is content monetization. So primarily, let's say Google AdSense. This is the ads you find on YouTube videos or in blog posts. And this is essentially a way to make money by putting ads on your content. It's so funny. You don't make a lot of money on AdSense revenue through YouTube, at least that's my experience. It really depends on the brand, the niche, the size of the account, lots of things. I used to make more money and now I make less money, which is weird because my content didn't change. Who knows? You can't trust this as a solid revenue stream. I know people are like, oh, you make money, creating YouTube videos. Well, there's a lot that goes into it. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within a year's time. And then once you actually start making money, I mean, I might make like $4 or $5 per 1,000 views. And, sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. And it just, there's no reason to it. It's like what advertisers are out there and which ones want to put ads on your video. And it depends on the time of year. Like, right now, it's a little heavier because people are advertising before the holidays. But then once January comes, AdSense revenue goes way down because they aren't looking to spend their budget right then. So you can't really depend on this as like a solid large amount unless you are a large creator. Then it's a more significant amount. You could be making a few $1,000s a month in AdSense revenue. Me as a creator, I'm making like $100 to $200 a month as a content creator on YouTube. And that's with an audience of almost 14,000 subscribers. So it is still a good one to lean into. It's something you do because you can, not something you're necessarily like trying to do. I would focus more of your time on the affiliate marketing digital products because it's something you personally can control. Now let's talk about a few platforms that you can use to make all of this happen. So when it comes to creating digital products, I primarily use Canva. There are a lot of other platforms out there as well, but Canva is definitely my favorite and the one I've been using literally forever, ever since I became a content creator. And I do have a 30-day free trial you can use linked below. And then for selling your digital product, I prefer StanStore. It is optimized for social media. So specifically on Instagram, if you're selling a digital product, they can actually check out and purchase within Instagram. So they're not having to go to a new or separate website. But then also with YouTube, it just works as a website, just like normal. It's definitely the best platform, I think, out there right now for focusing on selling digital products. And you can literally sell any type of digital products through the platform, whether it be courses, webinars, memberships, and regular digital products like PDF. Now that can be like your website, but me personally, I like having a professional website that is mine where I can all of my products, any services I want, my blog, etc. And the platform I use for that is called Durable, who happens to be the sponsor of today's video. I absolutely love Durable. Their website is AI based. So essentially when you sign up, you give it a little information and tell it what you want to do, like who you are, what your brand is, and it completely builds an entire website for you under 30 seconds. It's kind of mad. The feature I'm most excited about using going into 2025 is their blog feature. So I've always wanted to have a blog, but it's such a time commitment. You have to just write it out, make it look all nice. Like I have the thoughts in my head and I can type those out really quickly, but they're scrap notes. I've always wished I had the funds to hire somebody to help me with that. And Durable pretty much has a blog writing assistant built in where you can give them whatever information you want and hit a button and it will write out a blog for you in your voice based on instructions you provided it. And it takes like less than 30 seconds and it's amazing. I talked about this in other videos, how you can even repurpose those blogs for social media content. You can break one blog into like 5 different post ideas for Instagram. Use a blog that Durable helped you write to film a YouTube video. So this one feature is helping me in so many different ways in my business. So I love Durable even just for that. But the platform is great. Customer service is wonderful. And they have tons of other features as well. They can accept invoices through Durable. You can have like an email sign up form on your website and collect emails. And the list goes on. So definitely check it out. You can get 30% off your first 3 months by using my link in the description. And thank you again, Durable, for sponsoring today's video. The last platform I want to recommend is Notion. So Notion is how I do everything in my business. It's how I track my products, my content creation, just my daily tasks. And it's been very helpful for me, especially now working with brands and having all of these affiliate links. I have trackers and dashboards for all of that within my Notion. And if you're looking to get set up on Notion and have all of those things as well, it is included completely for free in my workshop, which is $47. And the price is going to go up in 2025. So if you want to grab it, I would grab it now. But anyway, Notion is just a game changer. It can be a little overwhelming from the beginning, which is why I wanted to create a template for my community. But you can also use other platforms as well. The main thing here is just having some sort of project management system that you can organize your life and your business in. I appreciate you hanging with me. I know I'm not myself today and just feeling super like bleh, but I hope this information was super helpful either way. Thank you again, Durable, for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check out their link in the description, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.